Welcome to part, what was the last part, 6?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
We're in deep now.
Hey guys, welcome to part 7 of the Paranormal series. This is the part 2 of my grandparents' house. From your point of view.
From my point of view. I did not grow up in this house. I grew up in Chandler. But after I was older, an adult, my parents bought a house in Tempe and near Lakeshore.
Yeah.
Right. And Tempe is where ASU is if you're not in Arizona. People mispronounce it all the time. They call it Tempe or all kinds of weird stuff. It's Tempe. Tampa. But there was a point in time, though, after Derek and I split up and we left the crack house, which wasn't a crack house. It was fully remodeled, and now it's,
just a house.
Just a
Shut
house.
up. Don't insult
Derek still lives in it.
Yeah.
So there was a point in time where I was going to nursing school out here, and my parents had bought a second home in Payson, Arizona, which is up north. And they were planning on retiring up there and selling their house down here. But this was after the housing market took a crap.
Yeah.
So they were unable to sell the house down here. So you guys went and stayed with Grandma and Grandpa in Payson because you needed like babysitting pretty much. And they enrolled you guys at school in Payson. You guys were up there for a year. I stayed down in Tempe and was finishing medical school, and I was living in Grandma and Grandpa's creepy house alone. Alone. I think. I'm not sure.
Logistic reasons alone.
Technically alone. Yeah. And like they said, Grandma and Grandpa's house is very open. There are a lot of uncovered windows.
All the back windows are fucking uncovered.
Which
yeah.
is very
stupid.
Very
creepy.
Very creepy. It's, I don't know how to describe it. You never fully feel alone in Grandma and Grandpa's
you're
house.
being watched.
You always feel like somebody's watching you. I don't know if it's a
always
creepy
feel
neighbor.
like
I don't
somebody's
know.
watching me.
I don't know what it is, but when I was going to nursing school down here, I was heavy into doing Pilates at the time.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would do, I had to get rid of that little baby, I had to make that go away. So I was heavy into doing Pilates at the time, and I had one of those big Pilates balls. And I would put the Pilates ball in the living room, that's where I would do my Pilates, get in shape. And then, at night I'd go to bed, and the Pilates ball would be in the living room. And then I'd get up in the next morning, and it would be somewhere else. Like, not just where it, rolled a little bit with the air conditioning or, but it would be, all the way in another room. Like, it went around corners and things by itself. And I was always hunting down the Pilates ball, and I actually thought that somebody was breaking in. Like, someone would break in and be like, I'm going to break in and move this woman's Pilates ball randomly every day just to totally freak her out, but the Pilates ball kept moving. I always felt like I was being watched. Always felt like, there was that big sliding glass door, and then on the other side of it, she had that trellis with the vine.
And you couldn't see through it?
And I always felt like there was somebody out there by the vine.
Same.
Just like you guys said.
Or back behind the gazebo.
Back behind the gazebo. Yeah, and that's also the place where you saw the green cowboy. I remember the green cowboy. I remember when you saw the green cowboy. You were petrified. You said he came out of the wall. Like, he broke, pushed the wall, came through the wall.
Yeah, the hands from, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, but you'd never seen anything like that.
No, but it was like that.
We didn't let you watch that stuff.
No.
You watched Dora the Explorer,
No.
So, you described the green cowboy coming out of the wall there. So, and I remember I never told you that you didn't see the green cowboy. Because when I was younger, when I was a kid, I saw, right around the same age, I saw something, and it devastated me, and people told me that I didn't see it. Like, Grandma and Grandpa told me, oh, you didn't see it, or you're sleeping, or it was a dream, it wasn't really there, it's your imagination. And I was so freaked out about it, they actually took me to a child counselor. Okay? Because I wouldn't go to sleep.
Yeah.
It was like Nightmare on Elm Street. I would not go to sleep, and I wouldn't go in my room. you know. So they took me to a child counselor that had me draw pictures of it and things like that, and told me that I didn't see it. And then the child counselor tried to get me to invent like this guardian angel, and I was like, this is some bull crap. Because in my head, like I was a kid, I was like, I know I saw it. Like I saw it plain as day. I wasn't sleeping. I saw it. So when you saw the green cowboy,
I moved rooms
yeah,
too.
I never told you that you didn't see the green cowboy, because that messed me up when I was a kid. So what I did was I gave you those wind chimes?
Mm-hmm.
They were like bells. And I told you that next time you saw a green cowboy to like ring the bells. And then I took a can of Febreze and it made a different label for it called Monster Spray. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then we would spray it in the closet and spray it under the bed and spray it in the wall where the green cowboy came out, just to like make you feel better so you'd go to sleep.
But I ended up moving from that room
to the other
room, and now that was Sydney's room.
But the reason why I gave you the bells, though, other than they made you feel better, but also because I wanted you to bring them. Because if you saw the green cowboy again, I want to see it too. Like, I wanted to be in there. Like, I wanted to be alerted. I wanted to see it. But, yeah. But anyway, Grandma and Grandpa's house is just, it's a creepy, uneasy, I don't know. It's something.
Weird. But, like, when you're around Grandma and Grandpa, it doesn't feel like that.
No. And like we were talking with Grandma about this, and we showed her a little bit of your video, and she's like, "Oh, the house is fine." It's like, no, lady, you need to get some curtains.
So
you
true.
need to
Just get some curtains, please.
Just please get some curtains.
And like sage the back of the house down. Do something.
Yeah, 'cause it is creepy.
Get an exorcist in here.
Yeah, and Sydney had something run up behind her, and yeah.
Yeah, I've had that computer chair turn around.
I don't know what was messing with my Pilates ball, but I don't know.
Did you ever have anything else happen?
Just mostly the Pilates ball moving and just like that really uneasy. And then there's so many noises at Grandma and Grandpa's house.
So many.
There's so many noises, especially like early in the morning. Like when you first wake up, it sounds like there's people walking. It sounds like there's people running. It sounds like there's there's 20 people just moving all over the house, and there'll be nobody there.
And I always woke up so early there because it's so noisy.
It's really strange.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's an older house. It was built like in the 70s.
And Grandma always says, "Oh, it's the house settling," but I'm like, does the house settle like 20 times? And
when the house settles, it sounds like there's a marathon in the hallway. Apparently, I don't know.
When the house settles, it sounds like there's a fucking bomb going on.
I don't. It's really bizarre. And I know I used to hear things on the roof, like boom, 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 boom on the roof, and boom, 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 boom on the roof. And Grandma and Grandpa used to call them roof elves, which does not make you feel easier about things.
Especially when you're a kid.
Well, I wasn't a kid, and I was an adult. But that actually turned out to be roof rats, because they had a fruit tree and there was rats up there.
But even after they got rid of the rats, you can still hear
weird,
on the fucking roof.
And that was just on the roof. That's like not counting the stuff you hear in the house, and there's no rats in the house. So I don't know.
Like you still hear stuff walking across the roof, or at least I used to. I used to have nightmares all the time when I lived there. I don't have nightmares anymore at all. But I used to have, like, crazy nightmares when I lived there.
Yeah, it's just a really weird house.
Like, I used to have nightmares all the time that I'd look out my window and there was somebody, like, staring at me. Or, like...
Yeah, she just needs to get some curtains. It really does. But...
Yeah.
I don't know. So that's...
That's Grandma and Grandpa's house part 2.
Yeah, the Pilates ghost.
The Pilates ghost. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. All my links will be down in the description. Like and subscribe. I post a new video every Sunday. Alright, guys. See you next time. Bye.